Zamierzam Wam dziś pokazać to, jak funkcjonuje zespół wyścigowy od kuchni. Będzie to zespół Emil Frey Racing. Temat jest na tyle ciekawy, że mam nadzieję, że wybaczycie mi to, że nie jest to zespół BMW, ale mogliśmy wejść z kamerą dosłownie wszędzie, a te samochody dosłownie dzisiaj wróciły po ostatnim wyścigu, więc zapraszam do oglądania. Znajdujemy się w miejscowości Safenwil w Szwajcarii, bo tutaj jest siedziba zespołu Emil Frey Racing. Tak jak Wam wspomniałem, dzisiaj samochody wróciły po ostatnim wyścigu i teraz są serwisowane i będą przygotowywane do kolejnego wyścigu, bo właśnie tak wygląda tydzień pomiędzy wyścigami, że mechanicy przygotowują samochody do kolejnego wyścigu, ale też w tym czasie jest ustalana strategia na kolejne wyścigi, a także są ćwiczone pit stopy i dlatego też mamy tutaj m.in. siłownię. Nie ma zespołu wyścigowego bez symulatora wyścigowego i tak samo jest w Emil Frey Racing. Jak widzicie, jest tutaj bardzo zaawansowany symulator wyścigowy. Ta platforma jest na 6 siłownikach, dzięki czemu jadąc w środku mamy odczucia w 90% takie jak wtedy, gdybyśmy jechali prawdziwym samochodem po torze, więc jesteśmy w stanie wyczuć każdy zakręt, każdą nierówność. To jest naprawdę niesamowite, ale więcej o funkcjonowaniu zespołu wyścigowego opowie Wam szef tego zespołu i teraz zapraszam Was na tą rozmowę.
Was it fun?
Yes, it was really fun. Thank you.
Great.
Wow.
Perfect.
Amazing. Hi, Mr. Frey. Let's start from the beginning because Emil Frey Group is close to the motorsport and how it started. Is there any story behind that?
Yes, my grandfather already raced with motorbikes, 1926. He had at this time, he was a learned mechanic. He opened his first small retail shop for bicycles and motorbikes in Zurich, and he didn't have any money for marketing, so he thought the best way to promote his product is to showcase the performance on the racetracks. So at the end he raced motorbikes by himself up to the European Championship, and he won some important races and could build up a brand so that people wanted to have their bikes tuned by my grandfather.
Can you tell us something about your team, about Emil Frey Racing?
Please, yes. Between, I have to say, my father in the 70s then started racing, first with Mini Cooper, because my grandfather told him motorsport with motorbikes is too dangerous, so he started with touring cars. With Mini Cooper he did some Swiss championships, and then he continued with Formula cars up to Formula 2 with Toyota. Unfortunately, for sure, quite early had to stop again because he got more and more involved in the family business. Later we did some other motorsport activities, but locally in the countries, like with Subaru in Poland and with Suzuki here in Switzerland with the Suzuki Cup. But then in 2012, I'm in the third generation, had the great luck that I could race by myself in different teams. I started with Suzuki, I did some races with Mitsubishi, then with Subaru, and up to GT3, and some Implis, especially here from Safenwil, Switzerland, where I have been at the old times even working for my dad in the racing departments, came to me and asked me, can't we do our own racing department by ourselves? So I came with this question really shy to my dad because he knew what it means to build up a race team, but he was really supportive, and we started with the Jaguar project, and then later now we till the current time we can be a partner and race Lamborghinis in two different series, in the ADAC GT Masters and GT World Challenge Europe.
And I have to ask you about BMW cars. Have you ever drive a BMW?
Once I had the great chance in Arjeplog in Sweden, north of Sweden. BMW did an ice training, so a drift training, and organized by BMW, but with an instructor from us from Switzerland. And I went there the first time, I think around 2008, 2009, and I got in love with the BMW cars. I could drive there an M3 with like crazy spikes. It was amazing, and from the morning at 9 o'clock till afternoon 4 o'clock, drifting the whole day on the frozen lakes. And for me it was amazing to see the cars. It was minus 30 degrees outside temperature, and the cars never had any issue, and we were like always in full reps, always drifting and really working hard with the cars. And since there I'm a big BMW fan.
Can you tell us something about race weekend? How it looks like? What is your role during the weekend?
Yes, so it starts for sure with the preparation here. We have on the upper side, just behind us, the engineering department. They're trying to prepare the race strategy and prepare the setup for the races. So we have different possibilities to set up the cars. We have different suspension settings, different aero mappings, and so on. So they will tell the mechanics between the races, rebuild the cars completely. They will check everything, each screw, if there is everything in perfect shape. With some parts we have to exchange at a certain time, and then it's kind of logistic. We will load the cars in the trucks. There are 3 trucks for 3 cars with all spare parts available, so each car has one, or for some parts even 2 times each part again as spare in the truck. So they will drive mostly on Monday before the race week, and Tuesday, depends the distance of the racetrack, to the location. There they will build up the pit, so that depending a bit the championship, we have a fuel rig or we have the tire change. So all the setting to make a proper work there, also the engineering. And during the races, I'm there for sure. Every process or every part is fully covered, and I'm more there to help for the strategic point of view. For me it's really important, because I can't join every race, that the team is settled like that it can run also without me, and I don't have to be there. So when I'm there, I'm really happy to support, mainly in strategic area, but it also has to run without me.
So the last question will be about the future, where you see Emil Frey Racing.
I personally think that for sure there is still a big demand from fans around, and some manufacturing using the platform racing a lot for development of their products. And when we see this year each racetrack we went, we have a record of spectators on place. So the development from views on TV, on spectators on the racetracks. They're even growing at the moment, and I hope, as all of our Emil Frey business, we are looking long term, and we for sure can establish further and further. We're still a young team, now 10 years old, so make us a name, and we want to prove our craftsmanship. I think this is the most important why we race, and for this for sure we want to compete always against the best in the field, and I think so far we did not a too bad job, but we can always improve, and this is our spirit, and I really hope that long-term future we can still race a fantastic championship. Either it is with hybrid or electric or with fuel, but we will have hopefully nice races.
I wish you that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wrażenie robi też to, że tutaj jest taki duży porządek i jest też bardzo czysto, ale na pewno zwróciliście już na to uwagę. Napiszcie mi w komentarzu, jak Wam się podobał ten odcinek, a jeżeli Wam się podobał, to pamiętajcie o lajku, no i pamiętajcie o tym, żeby zasubskrybować kanał. Do zobaczenia!